Hey everyone, and welcome back. Are you stuck just reading and listening to English? You know the words, you know the grammar, but when it's time to speak, you freeze up. The biggest roadblock isn't your vocabulary, it's fear. Fear of making mistakes. Well, here is your one simple rule for today. Forget perfection. Don't worry about being perfect. Worry about being understood. The only way to get better at speaking is to actually speak. So, let's stop worrying, take a deep breath, and dive into today's lesson. You ready? Let's go. For millions of English learners around the globe, the path to mastery is lined with thick textbooks, difficult grammar rules, and endless vocabulary lists. Yet, an invisible and powerful barrier consistently stops us. Speaking anxiety. We hesitate. We think too much about every single word in our heads. Finally, we often choose silence instead of taking the risk of speaking. This struggle is real, but the true secret to speaking well is surprisingly simple. You must speak frequently to get better. We have to deeply accept that making mistakes is not an obstacle. It is the direct and only path to real progress. 1. The invisible wall of fear. Understanding the blocks. The main reason many people do not dare to speak is their relentless need for perfection. They fear being judged by listeners or being thought of as slow or unintelligent. Let's break down the psychological reasons behind this fear. Grammar obsession versus NS. Communication. We are so focused on using the correct tense, past perfect, future continuous, or the perfect sentence structure that we freeze when we need to speak quickly. We turn a simple conversation into a difficult grammar test. This high standard stops the natural flow of language. The cognitive load challenge. Speaking involves thinking about grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation at the same time. This simultaneous effort, called cognitive load, is very heavy. When fear is added, the brain shuts down. The only way to lighten this load is through practice, making some of these tasks, like basic sentence structure, automatic. Missing immediate feedback. When we stay silent, we lose the chance to get instant feedback. This is the most crucial element for correcting errors and learning. This fear turns learning into a source of stress instead of an exciting journey. 2. Mistakes are your best teachers. Collecting data points. The fastest way to break down this wall of fear is to change your view of errors. Errors are not failures. They are data points, useful pieces of information that show you precisely where your knowledge needs repair. Every mistake is a tiny lesson you will never forget. Here are more simple, specific examples showing how a mistake directly leads to a strong memory and better learning. The collocation error, word pairs. You want to say you took a picture, but you use the wrong word combination. You say, "I make a photo of the mountain." A native speaker immediately understands but corrects you. "Oh, you took a photo?" You learn that photo pairs with the verb take, not make. This specific error fixes a common mistake forever. The phrasal verb confusion. You want to quickly check something online. You say, "I need to look that word." The listener, knowing your intent, replies, "You need to look up that word on the internet." You learn that the verb look needs the particle up to mean search. The stress, divided by intonation glitch. You use the word present. You want to say present, a gift, but you stress the second syllable, making it sound like present to introduce. You say, I bought her a present. The listener asks for clarification, and you learn that the stress on the first syllable, present, means gift. Stress is just as important as the word itself. The adjective divided by adverb. Swap. You describe how you finished a task. You say, I finished the work very quick. Your teacher corrects you. You finished it very quickly. You instantly learn that actions are described using adverbs, ending in lie. The pronoun mix-up. When talking about a female friend, you accidentally use the wrong pronoun. You say, he gave me the book. The listener asks, your female friend gave you the book? You confirm, and they gently emphasize, she gave you the book. This immediate correction reinforces the gender distinction in pronouns. 3. Practical action tools. Simple steps to start talking. To speak continuously and collect these crucial data points, you need a plan based on simple, consistent action. Implement the 5-second rule everywhere. When you have a thought in English, commit to saying it out loud within 5 seconds. Do this before your inner critic has time to criticize your grammar. Apply this rule in every small situation. Reading. When you finish a sentence in a book, summarize it out loud in 5 seconds. Waiting. If you are waiting for a bus, describe the scene in English for 5 seconds. Voice notes. Use a simple recording feature on your phone to send yourself short, 5-second voice notes daily. This simulates real-time conversation pressure without needing a partner. Set micro goals, not macro goals. Forget the huge goal of being fluent. Focus on tiny, measurable daily victories. In conversation, instead of talk to a native speaker for 30 minutes, ask 3 different questions to colleagues or friends today. In new words, instead of memorize 50 new words, use 1 new word confidently in a sentence today. In mistakes, instead of never make a grammar error again, make a mistake, ask for correction, and write the correction down immediately. Pure speaking exercises requiring 0 tools. These exercises rely only on your memory and imagination. No special apps or internet access required. The day's narrative. Self-description. At the end of the day, stand in front of a mirror, or just close your eyes, and narrate the major events of your day for 2 minutes. Use simple past tense. Example: first, I woke up at 6. Then, I ate eggs for breakfast. After that, I walked to the office. Focus only on keeping the speech flowing, even if you pause or use Story retelling drill. Read a short news article or a paragraph from a simple story. Close the text and immediately try to retell the main ideas in your own words, out loud. The goal is not perfect memory, but using the new vocabulary divided by structures you just read in an active way. The why challenge. Choose any object near you. A cup, a pen, a book. Force yourself to say 5 sentences about why you use it. This forces you to move beyond simple description to complex reasoning. Example: I use this cup because it keeps the coffee hot. I bought it because the color is nice. I need coffee because I am tired. Opinion chain. Choose a controversial topic. For example, is working from home better than working in the office? Start by stating your opinion simply. Then, list 3 reasons out loud. This develops skills for discussion and debate. 4. The long game, consistency and resilience. Fluency does not happen overnight. It is a result of consistent effort and mental resilience. Embrace the plateaus. There will be times when you feel like you are not improving, called a plateau. This is normal. This is when your brain is actually organizing the new information. The solution is not to stop, but to change your practice method. If you are stuck on descriptive speaking, switch to Q&A drills for a week, then return to descriptive speaking. Celebrate small wins. Every successful interaction, every time you ordered food, asked for directions, or finished a short phone call in English is a victory. Write these small wins down. They build the confidence needed for the next bigger step. Focus on fluency first, accuracy second. In the initial stage, prioritize fluency, speaking easily and continuously over accuracy, perfect grammar. If you speak fluently, people will enjoy listening and will help you with accuracy later. If you are too accurate, you will be silent. 5. Conclusion. Your bridge to the world. Dear friend, learning a language is very similar to learning to drive. You cannot become an expert driver just by reading the traffic laws book. You must get in the car, turn on the engine, and accept that you will stall and make errors. English is not a difficult exam. It is a powerful bridge connecting you to new careers, new friendships, and new cultures around the globe. Let this be your mantra. Don't be afraid. Just speak, and you will improve. Be brave enough to say one sentence, make one small mistake, and learn one valuable new thing today. The only true failure is staying silent. Thank you so much for joining me today. My biggest hope is that this lesson was truly helpful and gave you the courage to open your mouth and make those mistakes. Remember, every mistake is a chance to learn. Drop a comment below and let me know what you want to learn next. I really appreciate your support, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Happy learning!